Hello, good evening. Hiya, wow. Hello, good evening. Oops, got feedback. Sorry about that. Am I coming through okay? Hiya, fam. I feel better, lovely. It's nice to see you back. Sorry, I'm trying to find out I can pin me link. It's that long since I've used it. I forgot. I am tired. I have had a long day, to be fair, with my mum, but good evening, sidebar, me English sidekick. But I really needed to do this tonight because the topic of conversation, misinformation, is really grating on me. So if you just give me 2 minutes and we'll wait for anybody else to come in and see if I can work out how I can pin me comments. I see what you can't, number 24. I don't know if that's worked, but we'll see. No, that's not it. Oh, okay. Well, I think I can copy and paste it anyway if need be. Let me just check. Yeah, so that's all right. I can suss that from here. So, how is everybody else doing? How is everybody's day? It's 9 o'clock at night here. If you've all had a good day, it's been thundering here and terrible rain. Not the best. Just wait for people to come in if they want to. At least I'm not on my own again. Thank you. That's still the dreaded wait for people to show up. No problem, Misty. Don't worry about it. I've got my granddaughter in the next room, so if I have to mute, you know why. No, that's all right. I see what you can't. I'm just going to say number 24. It's going to be easier, but no problem. So yeah, we'll just settle down. Oh, my banner's not on. Hang on a second. Oh, I did create a banner, and now it's gone. 2 seconds, everybody. And you think you've got everything all nicely set up. And that didn't work. What they like, what am I like? I am still in the chat. People can still hear me, can't they? Can somebody just let me know? And then we'll start. Oh, hi, Sweet Pea. Hi, Sweetie. If you everybody can hear me. I haven't started yet. I'm still trying to. There we go. I'm getting the hang of it again now. I'm terrible, aren't I? Oh, hey, fam, I'm glad to see you. I hope you're doing well, sweetie. And I hope Boots is faring better and Justifies okay. And I'm a bit worried about Tammy. I haven't seen Tammy in a bit. So if anybody knows how she's doing, let's pray for it. Let's pray for everybody to have healing prayers. No, I've not heard from Taz either. No sidebar. I haven't seen Tammy around for a couple of weeks. I think Lisa said she talked to Tammy, not 100%. But yeah, thanks, Sweet Pea. Well, I don't know if Lisa will go live later. This time is just nice for me because it means that, granddaughter's still at school, so she's sleeping. So, and then obviously if anybody if Lisa wanted to go live, I'm not encroaching on her space, not as, my little channel ain't going to bother me, anybody. Bro, it's 10 past now, so we'll talk. I have put the link in the chat if anybody wants to join me, but don't worry if you guys don't want to fully understand. I don't do what's my banner says, but it keeps disappearing. There we go. Oh, what am I doing now? Oh, don't you just love it when YouTube have to change everything? So yeah, today's topic or tonight's topic is hiya Trish, hiya Charmy bitch. Is topic for today or my tonight is the dangers of misinformation, and I think over the last week or two we've seen some quite dangerous situations that could arise by the misuse of information, or some people using the information to try and hurt, or well, I don't know what they want more than hate, I think. So I've got two people I want to talk about, and tonight I'm going to make the exception. I won't be naming him because I don't care. But one, I'm beyond shocking with. I had gymnast, two shakes, hang on, gymnast. I don't know if you want to accept that, but if you do, I'd be honoured. If not, don't worry. Hi, Angela. So yeah, so the topic is the misinformation and the dangers of it. You're going to see a lot of I see what you can't with numbers. I think everybody that knows what's going on with that at the moment. So I'm just going to call them by the numbers because I think they're cute. Hi, country girl. Nice to see you here. And guys, if I talk too fast, especially for the American friends, and you don't understand me, then just tell me to slow down because I know Lisa has a job listening to me sometimes. Because when I do rant, I do go off on a tangent sometimes. I don't mind. That's what friends are supposed to do. If you're doing something you're not happy with, you should just say, look, you're speaking too fast and people can't hear. Hi, another mom, welcome. So thank you, Gymnast. I appreciate that. So the dangers of misinformation. The one topic I really want to talk about, and I know Lisa won't thank me for it, but as a mother who's lost a child, I feel like if I don't say something, I'm going to say something I really will regret and really get myself into trouble for. And this is where misinformation has gotten. This is how bad the situation has gotten. The misinformation started. We all know Matthew. Again, I'm only naming people one night only. I will go back to using child doxers 1, 2, and 3 in the future, but tonight's a special occasion. Thank you, country girl. And I understand, don't get me wrong. I've got friends who are visiting Boston, Mass, and they have an hard time understanding me sometimes. So but if I do talk too fast, just tell me to slow down. I very much don't mind at all. Especially where this subject came, because this subject really triggered me as a mother, and it worries me that about all the other mothers out there that are triggered, that have lost children. So I'm going to say my piece and forever hold it after today. But Paige Noel, you really have gone beyond the gutter. Talk about how dangerous misinformation is. Messi started all this crap with the misinformation. She took 2 sets of children off Mr. Bot's old Facebook that hadn't been used for years. One set was his real life children who are alive and well, on one set that they were cousins of his cousins on Mr. Bot's side that had passed away some years ago through not very nice circumstances. So, Misty, that's another misinformation, but we'll get on to that one first. We'll get on to that one after. I just really need to get me say over about how dangerous and misinformation is regarding this situation over Mr. Bot's family's children. They're all deceased. She then proceeded to give Bomb and I think Flavour, and I do know that she passed some email information to Devious for check up on, but I could be wrong. So, but I'm assuming that's what the issue was. The wrong photographs were sent, and Bomb decided, in her misinformation and not fact checking, not getting any facts straight whatsoever, decided to post these deceased children all over her channel and all over her video, and is now sat behind a paywall making money. If that wasn't bad enough, Lisa having time and time again having to put up with her husband who's very upset, that's got a very upset family that Lisa's not connected to, especially when he's ill. Paige Noel, I am sorry that you weren't special enough, that Lisa did not provide you the proof that you require to make money off deceased children. The people who she wholeheartedly trusted saw that evidence, knew those children had deceased, and it was basically misinformation and a cock-up that 2 separate pictures had been shown. But oh no, you had to go one better, didn't you? You had to go one better and do a live. Not only did you spout these deceased children's first names, you went on then and said, because of the circumstances around their death, and I'm not going to say any more, but everybody knows the situation, you went then to proceed to blame them. And then she's got another member that is going around emailing her and asking in a nice, friendly fashion, come on, just give me the pictures and I can stop all this aggro. Who woke up and made you God? Think you were special enough. You're not trusted enough, obviously. Lisa showed people who she trusted enough and felt comfortable with sharing the information. And Paige Noel, when you next wake up, go and talk to your mother and ask your mother how she'd feel when some stranger comes knocking on the door and said, "Oh, are these your children that were unalived horribly?" And you're blaming him. Ask her how she'd think, because trust me, I'll tell you how I think as a mother who has lost a child, not anywhere near those circumstances, but still has felt the pain of losing a child. How I feel. And put it this way, if you turned up at my door, I wouldn't be responsible for my actions. I will do in my power, just because I'm in the UK does not mean that I can't do anything to help Lisa and her husband in this situation. I will make sure there are funds to shut you up for good. How anybody can take misinformation from a drunken whore like MS and then take the stupid pictures from Bombshell and make it your own is beyond disgusting. You've got no, I hope to God you never comprehend the feeling of ever losing a child. It's a pain I wouldn't wish on you, never mind my own worst enemy. You're disgusting. Leave that family alone, regardless of the incident on how they passed away or where they passed away. It's none of your goddamn business. And in anybody that follows it, you should feel ashamed of yourselves, because you all need to go up and ask a mother or your own mothers or mothers that have lost children how they would feel about their business being branded about YouTube, all just because you want to try and make somebody look a liar who is actually telling the truth. You need to grow up. You got dragged in this shit by Michelle, and I'm dragging you out of it. Keep your nose out. It's nothing to do with you. And I will, and it's a promise, make sure that Lisa gets every financial, legal help possible to shut you up for good. And on that point, I'm going to say enough on Paige Noel. Sorry about that, guys. No, don't apologise, gymnastic. It is. It's vile. It's vile, and I would not wish. Do you know what? Do you know what? It upset me more than anything. Is I don't know if you remember anybody that was listening to my last live, and I asked everybody to go and sub to Captain Corey, because his last wish was to get his mum, the crap goth, to get a play button because he was terminally ill. That little boy passed away on Sunday in his mother's arms, and she's only an hour away from me. And I can't tell you how broken-hearted I am for that woman, because you can't do nothing. Even though I know that pain, I can't take that pain away from me. It's something it's the most horrible pain that any mother has to go through. And yeah, they just exactly missed it, and it doesn't matter. Oh well, that again, Misty is another. Yeah, so she gets off with predatory behaviour. That, like I said, it's heartbreaking, and to think of that poor woman. And the thought of anybody going up to Mr. Bot's extended family and saying, "Oh, is this right about your children?" Regardless of the ages, I don't care if they were the little girl was 13. I could be wrong, and the other, whether it was a male or not, was 17. They're still kids, for God's sake. They were. They didn't go out to do that. They didn't do anything criminal, for God's sake. Grow up. The way they died and how they died is immaterial. You don't care. You just won't go around and make it all about you. So you can lay all your hate on Lisa. Well, I tell you what, Lisa's a better person than you'll ever be. She isn't going to lower herself to talk about this situation. You know, her family have gone through enough. But I tell you what, you go and ask your mother exactly what I've asked you to ask her. And then you come back and tell me. You can always get me through my channel. I'm open to anybody messaging me anytime you've got a question, whether you like it or not. But I'm telling you, lay off it. Oh, Tweety, I just don't know how it's going, how we can stop it though, because the trouble is, if this is the other misinformation, right? Everybody's jumping on the bandwagon now, saying just because Lisa's kept quiet and not said nothing, people are making up stories. I've been told I can't go and watch Bart. I've been told I can't go and watch Bomb Nation. Me personally, why anybody would want to watch that thing, I will never know, because I don't watch it. I point blank refuse to give it my views. You know, yes, I know that it's her job and she's trying to keep a roof over her head, but at the same time, she's so fucking hypocritical that she's trying to tell lies and get what tossed out of his. Couldn't make the shit up. He will, Twitty. It's heartbreaking. You know, and while we're on the subject of misinformation, Ultimate Kevin, I thought you were bad enough last week when I outed you with your shitty fucking posts that were copied and pasted and you couldn't even do a decent job of it and not actually saying what you wanted. You were actually having to copy and paste somebody else's thoughts. But oh, no, you went above and beyond, didn't you? You had to go and post a video of Baby Bot. And then you went and tagged all Lisa's haters. Well, that's predatory behaviour. Are you going to have to be called Creepy Kev from now on? I mean, I don't even know if you're male or female, and that makes it even worse. Why are you so interested in what a 19-year-old girl gets up to and has to go around parading it? You're sick. You're nothing but a dirty old pervert, a dirty old man. And if you're a woman, well, I don't even know to answer that one. But you'll be just a dirty old pervert, Kevin, from me from now on. Again, leave that girl alone. You're not a father. You've got no rights to say where she can go and where she can't go. You're not a parent, so leave her the fuck alone. Because again, there's people that will make sure that will take you down. All this, every single one of Lisa's haters for going, take a channel. I can't believe you've been so vile. I'm going to hate you so much. I'm going to take your channel down. You're fucking vile. You want to take a fucking good hard look and look in the mirror and say to yourself, who's more vile? Because I tell you what, she's got more integrity than you've got in your little finger. It is creepy. Gymnastics vile. Absolutely horrendous. You know, could you imagine any other father? I tell you what, Ultimate Kevin, go and ask your father what he would think about a dirty old pervert like you wanting to stalk a 19-year-old's fucking profile and post everything about it. Because I tell you what, I know what my father would say. He'd knock your bleeding block off. Hiya, babe. Sorry I missed you. I'm in mid-rant. To do apologise. No, exactly, Misty. Look, nobody, and this doesn't go just for Lisa here, none of us should have to justify our lives. Look, none of us are perfect. We've all done things in the past we're not proud of. Everybody, nobody is perfect. And it's like so cut and throat. And this is why I don't want to monetize my channel. I don't want to take, because even if it was like for a little bit of money on the side, it's like you get called for it so much. You know what I mean? I'd rather you go give it to somebody who can't can't get a drink of coffee, or take a drink to the homeless, or just go and make somebody smile for the day. I'd much rather people do that. Because I think once you monetize your channel, and I do understand people like Lisa and Bomb, as much as they hate it, it's their livelihood, you know. I mean, it's Lisa's side hustle with it, she DoorDashes. I know it's important, you know. I know in America you haven't got the benefits that we've got over here, and I just, well, country girl, I just don't get it, full stop. Like I say, I just think it's predatory behaviour, and exactly, gymnast. You know what I mean? She's a 19-year-old kid having a laugh. You know, it's what 19-year-olds do. I wouldn't like to tell anybody what I was doing at 19, because I was no angel like you. I was a biker girl. You know what I mean? I was doing a damn sight more stupid things than doing that. It's pathetic when people can't have their own way. And that's all it is. It's, oh, I've got to be in with the cool kids. Let me go and tag everybody like the sad little old pervert man I am, or pervert girl, because I'm not sure if that's a male or female. I go to it. I was going clubbing till I was till me 22, 23. It's normal. It's like, get a grip. Tuppy, she got to be a goody little two shoes and sit in the house and not do anything. No, just I tell you what, a father into one man, but I tell you what, Lisa's got brothers who'll do anything for that girl. So ultimate Kevin, dirty perverts like you really need to think about what you're doing. But no, all of you'll sit there like this sad little morons you and think it's highly funny. Let's get it bought. Let's hurt it. And this is how far this misinformation has got. It's how dangerous it's got. We've already had an incident where she was approached at works. What are you going to do next time when, God forbid, it ever outlands any child or any young teenager in hospital? Are you going to be laughing then? Or even worse, any child that gets unalived? Are you going to be laughing then? Or are you just going to say, oh, that was just for entertainment purposes only? I can't dox, but I will just show the world for entertainment purposes only. Well, if that's your entertainment, Mr. Ultimate Pervert Kevin, that thinks that showing a girl 19 having a dance with her friends, then I tell you what, your country's got a lot of fucking answer for. That's all I've got to say. Because it's sick and it's perverted, and it wouldn't be condoned here. Thank you very much, fam. See, I'm not very good at this. I'm all-nighted. Hello, I'm sorry. I've gone on my tangent, I know, and I do go off it, but it just annoys me, and it's yeah. But the thing is, though, yes, legally in the eyes of the law, I don't know actually, because there's drinking under 21 against the law in that state. See, I have to ask these questions because obviously I know in some states it's 18, some states it's 21. So in her state, is she classed as an adult, or is she classed as a young person? Hello, Mama Cannoli. It's nice to see you. Exactly, Misty. Exactly. And you know what? Good on her, because at least she's got the balls and say, do you know what? I've got all these sick individuals that have joined me on my TikTok who want to find out all my business. She could have shut it down, and she hasn't. She's given all of their mates 2 fingers, and good on her. Exactly, sidebar. Exactly. Selective hypocrites, very selective behaviour, and it really annoys me. Exactly, and I wouldn't dream. Now again, this is it. Now this part is only my information, right? It is my only, my only opinion. Apologies, right? I don't watch Bomb Nation. I don't. I've got not got an interest in it. She docks children. To me, that is the most sickest thing that you could ever do, regardless whether them children were alive, unalive, 18, overage. You know, real life in children in any way, shape, or form is a big no no for me. And as I've said, it comes with having to work alongside different um groups in England and stuff. Exactly, creepy stalker Kevin. He's creepy. Exactly, seeing lies. And thank you for coming in. It's disgusting. Yeah, exactly, Misty. And yeah, do you know what? I wouldn't even dream of. Do you know what? My daughter and my granddaughter live here, and I wouldn't even dream of giving my daughter any parenting advice. If she asks for it, I give it, but I wouldn't dream of ever telling her. You know, Misty, that was my breaking point. But that means I am not saying that anybody can't go and watch Bomb Nation. I'm not saying that. And this is where misinformation comes in again, doesn't it? Everybody's got the impression that Lisa has told everybody that she can't go there, and Bomb Nation are telling everybody they can't. That's all information. It's all lies. At the end of the day, we're all grown ups. We can all decide for ourselves where we want to go. Now, some people will go to collate evidence, which fair enough. Me personally, you see me rant by voice, so because you imagine me in text, I haven't got that patience to sit there and listen to some of the shit that spews out of her mouth. So I'd rather not. And look at again, misinformation. You can only go look how poor Nux was treated. Don't know that woman at all. Only ever listened to when I used to listen to Devious, but I don't watch Devious anymore. But look what misinformation has caused that woman. That woman's only ever been good to Devious, and to be kicked in the teeth like that, it's disgusting. Do you know what I mean? And like you say, if you're having a private conversation with anybody who woke Bomb up and thought she was God, that she could ask anybody what was going on. I don't get it myself. I really don't, unless she's that paranoid that everybody hates her. Well, she's not far off wrong, really, is she? But let's just say that she was paranoid and thought that. Then I could understand the reasoning why she did it. But she ain't going with any brownie points. She ain't winning any friends. And I tell you what, Devious really needs to take a good fucking hard look at herself and look how bad things have gone from months and months and months ago, and see where all this shit show started. No country girl, and that's something I would never do. I will support the good ones, Jenny Jen. You know, she don't overstep the mark in anybody's business. I love her to bits. She's like me, straight to the point. If you don't like it, she tells you how it is. If you don't like it, tough shit. And that's how a true friend should be. If you're fucking up, let's just say, I said Bomb was 99% paedophile with the way she was going around about Bot's daughter and showing them kids. It got mentioned, and she would try to have a go at Lisa for it. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Lisa's. It was me. And I went on. I couldn't get on Lisa's because Lisa wasn't live, so I got on Jen's and put the record straight and said, no, actually, it was me. You know, no, somebody disagreed with what I said, and they came to me in inbox or got me in Messenger or wherever. I said, actually, Socialist, I think you went a bit too far. I'd listen. 'Cause that's what a true friend is. You don't there. A true friend doesn't there. Pat you on the back. Oh, let's get some more information to piss Lisa off today. Oh, there. Let's give Methead more money to make her feel more important. It ain't helping anybody. Well, exactly. All I'm going to say is, look, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. They can go and watch whoever they go and watch. They don't watch. They're doing it for their own reasons, and shouldn't even be spoke about. To be fair, I agree, Misty. I totally agree with you. I think she's realised, and again, this comes under the topic, the dangers of misinformation. How dangerous it's, because it's getting really, really dangerous. Somebody, and I'm not allowing Lisa to be got out like that anymore. But somebody's going to get hurt really greatly one day, and then they're all going to be crying because nobody's going to want know them, and all because Meta got up one day and decided that she was just going to piss everybody off. Because this is where all this fucking shit stirring and backstabbing all stems from. It's again and every fucker's here. And Flavia, and I'm mentioning you for the one and only fucking time, child doctor number 3. You're the fucking worst culprit of all for it. Oh, Matty, she fucking doxed your children, your daughter, a real name, everything, made a fucking channel, and the hypocrisy, but can go around complaining about Bot and Baby Bot. Give me a fucking break. What planet do these people live off? Well, seeing like she was a good friend, but unfortunately, as horrible as this is going to sound, but not, Knox has got very hurt and has learned a very hard lesson, unfortunately. And, even if somebody had told her, I don't think Knox would have believed him. So things like that, unfortunately, people have to find out for themselves. You can try and warn people all you want, but if you're not willing to listen, and like I said, I've always liked Knox. I thought she was very, she took a lot of flack to wanting to go and help Method, and I thought it was admirable because, look, at the end of the day, nobody here wants that. Well, might change my mind on that, but at the moment, I don't want Trainless. She needs, clearly the other night when she was on that live with Ski, she clearly didn't look well at all. And if she hadn't had a drink, and that is what her drugs are doing to her, then she really needs to get some professional help and quick. But you know what? A true friend would have dragged her ass off that live that night and said, "You're going too far, give it a break. You need to get off." I've done that, not on here, from Facebook when there's been lives and somebody said something and I've gone on and say, "Oh, that's enough, cut it out. You're better than that." But no, they were that concerned about it, and they're that concerned that we're bullying her. They can't even have the grace to go and fucking tell her for her own health and her own sanity to get the fuck off YouTube. Well, again, to be fair, Misty, she is somebody I've never trusted. When you have got so close to somebody to be their main mod, like she was for Mehdi, and then to out your own daughter, and then make that channel up. My God, that, talk about enemy. My enemy is my friend. How she could even want to talk to that again is beyond me. It's beyond me. So I'm just seeing to make sure I haven't. I like JJ sidebar because, like I said, she's to the point. She speaks the truth. She doesn't care. She never gives out any half information. She'll fact check it. She'll back check it. She'll do everything. And again, that's what Lisa's friends who Lisa confided in about those children that were deceased knew the truth. But that wasn't good enough. They want to see death certificates. They want to see the newspaper clippings. It's like, tell you what, like I said, somebody come to ask me that question direct to my face and see what they get. I wouldn't be responsible for my own actions. Hi, Sassy. Nice to see you. Oh, seeing lines because that's the thing. In a bombs in a rise. Nothing's private. She wants it all out in the open. It's the only way she can create drama to keep her channel going. Because let's be honest, what does she create apart from the drama? She's never got a good thing to say about anybody. I do, I heard that she's supposed to transfer furniture, turn around furniture. Why ain't she doing videos on that? Showing people how to turn a manky table into something worth to resell. That to me is somebody creating. Somebody like her just talking away and bad mouthing everybody that walks. She hasn't got good to say about anybody, and she clearly knew that she didn't like. She clearly made it known that she didn't like Nux, and Nux knew that. That's why they just. But they stayed neutral for Devious' sake, and then she goes, roll it, get, and then fucking Devious just goes, fuck you. I can't remember. Exactly, sideboard. That's when I first met fucking Matty. It was actually following Molly because um I was in the Facebook group against the Marvon case, and that's when I know it all went tits up. And I know a lot of people don't like Molly, but to be fair, it was people like me that were in the comments that were pissed off with Matty. To be fair, Molly in the beginning was quite fucking. How can I put it? She just let it be there, She didn't see it as any problem. Exactly. Sideboard. That's the excuse for the year. I can't remember because that's all you ever hear. Not grow balls and say yes in Nux's defence. Yes, right. That is what was said. Or no, bomb. You're wrong. Because that's the problem. You've only got to look at yesterday. Matthew was ranting and raving in about her being right. She's got full justification to take her ex-husband, and she doesn't like it because she's been served papers. She ain't going to win, but she's right and everybody else is wrong. It doesn't matter what we all say and do. She is going to walk into that court tomorrow thinking she's God, thinking that she's going to win. She's going to buy the house. She's not going to be homeless. She's not going to be kicked out on the streets. And we all know it's bullshit. So I'm just trying to catch up with the soon as I'm making sure I hadn't fall back. Because I don't press the back button because I used to do that all the time and kick myself off. But yeah, but no, it's like I said, it just them two people really around me. And like you say, the dangers of misinformation. It's like you double check it, you triple check it. If you're not sure, don't talk about it. Or if you're going to talk about it to someone you trust that you can. It's like me. I like true crime, and I'm really more so because obviously the differences in UK law and US law. Obviously, the Idaho for murder cases at the moment are quite, you know, quite a lot of information going around. So I like to go into discussion groups and, and listen to other people's opinions on how see they things. And some things sound so far stretched and think, oh, it's quite easy to turn around and say, actually, you're a nut job, give it over. But actually, they're entitled to their opinion, whether I like it or not. Number one, they could say, this is my country. You don't even know what my laws are, you know. So I just go in, learn the differences. Well, I thought she was getting all the equity, but actually, according to that paper, she was only going to get 50-50. And I know Etienne has been giving a list of the money he's been giving her in advance, so she ain't going to get everything. And if he does win and he wins all the legal expenses, it'll all just get taken. She's going to end up with nothing. Oh, are you timed out? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming, Tobo. You missed all my ranting, but don't worry, I know you can watch it back later. But no, but again, it's just all misinformation. That's how that is our method. How she first started, it was all she knew everything, all the information that was gathered. It was wrong. She was right. We were all wrong, and she's just, oh, well, it's just ridiculous. It's just, I don't know how far I have to. I mean, I used to think Facebook was bad, but be more. I used to sit in the bushes and just watch a lot, but be more interactive. And it's getting very dangerous. And the thing is, it's how you go about stopping and things like that. No, timed out. That's no problem. Gymnast and me, the Carly Rodney case. Now that to me was very, very sus case, and it was a very interesting thing to follow. Yeah, exactly. And that was exactly it. Was just she was expert rope thingy then, but she couldn't even tie her own shoelace. I don't think it was how she is at the moment. And as much as I don't like her, and as much as I don't ever really want to watch her again, how she was the other night, she really needs to get some help because she won't be here for much longer if she carries on the state she's in. But again, this is how misinformation can get dangerous. Sidebar, I don't know. I mean, I watched Vinny. I mean, I fell asleep on Lisa's live early hours this morning, so I had to rewatch some of it tonight. I haven't been around most of the day to watch it all, but I've seen Vinny put some stuff up to say it was. But do you know what? I don't care. I really don't care whether she went or not. But this is that misinformation. She's ripped off every single person that's given her money because them court papers prove she hasn't paid any of her bills for 2 months. And people have been subbing her money left, right, and centre. And she decided to pay £700, was it, for a rope course that isn't even going to do her any good. Because to me, if you've got one a roof, you send a drone up. You wouldn't get me climbing on any roof. I just don't get that at all. And abseiling, that isn't hard. Abseiling, what she was doing, wasn't hard whatsoever. You do that in basic rock climbing. You don't need to do a specialised £700 bloody rock course to learn how to abseil. Yeah, it has been proven, and exactly with those receipts. Clearly those receipts have been altered, but I've come to the conclusion you're not going to stop the idiots keep giving them money, just like the idiots that keep giving Ski the money. You're not going to stop it. She wants to live in Fantasy Island to think that she's got a job. And now she's qualified to teach, just doing a bog standard £700 rape test. And like I said, God help him. God help anybody that goes in. I wouldn't even let my dog put a lead on my. I wouldn't let her put a lead on my dog. Never mind rape. But it's any way that she makes herself relevant. She'll come back when she's feeling after tomorrow if she thinks she's won. Go, because no doubt somebody will get it. Whether Lisa will or not, I don't know, but somebody will get what the outcome was. It'll be all there to be read again. And then, it'll just be, how can I make money now for the next month? Because she's just going to keep going and going and going. I've got no money. She's been doing it for months. More for people like that, Veronica. Tell you what, is it me, or do you think the mischief makers, the misfits, have calmed down slightly this week? Has anybody noticed that? Not been as harsh? What's up? Is it hitting home now that people are actually seeing them for what they are? Complete and utter divs. Oh, you're joking, seeing lies. So she's back to paying $20 to get him to. No, exactly. And idiots like her friends are making their hard money. So that's why I never won't get monetized. I'd just rather people, give the money out freely, or buy somebody a coffee, or just go and make somebody else's day, make them smile, because 90% of the time people are having a shit time at the moment, and having a coffee off somebody makes all the difference. But I find that disgusting, Jim. Not to know it's why anybody should make good money off people's miseries. Like on YouTube, being monitored. Yes, I understand it's a job, but making money off people that have passed away or deceased is disgusting. Making money off kids, hiding it behind a paywall is disgusting. Allowing somebody like Methy, who's been banned more than I've had knickers, and I'm not a young bird, let's say, that has channel after channel after channel and abuses and abuses and abuses the system over and over again. Exactly. And why has he lost it? Because he was divvy enough to have Methy on. If he'd just leave her out in the cold, I'm not saying people would watch him. I mean, people do. I don't, because I don't find him particularly funny. I used to find him, he's very clever in some regards, and he can actually have some interesting conversations about history that I quite like. But then he only goes and ruins it. Oh, Warpath, how are you, love? We've not seen you for a bit. Exactly, Warpath. She hasn't even got a lawyer, and she's got a letter. And she's only got a letter because Etienne had already got one saying he'd refused and refused and refused. To me, she's going to make herself look the biggest idiot walking, but let it be on her head, let it be so be it. It'll be her fault when it all goes tits up. She's been on skis all day trying to be relevant, paying him to go on panel. The best part is, she said her and Etienne are getting back together. And he said he'd rather put his dick in a grinder than be with it. Oh dear, that has made me laugh. I mean, come on, I think the legal how he's handled it, going legal against it. Yeah, right, they are wanting to get back together. As horrible as this sounds, I do believe in her own sick little way she does actually still love him, and I really believe that I don't actually believe that he would ever go through and divorce her. As daft as that sounds, but I really do believe that. And that's why she doesn't cope with not being, she doesn't cope living on her own. She's not accustomed to the lifestyle. She's like, she's got to be looked after and, cared for like a little baby. Should have bought her a dummy, really, or a pacifier, as the Americans call them. No, he wanted to run me over in a dump truck. I saw about him on NJ Courts. I'm not watching anyone who wants to run me over by a dump truck. Exactly, Jim Naskill. I don't watch ski. I used to before, and I'm going back now. Oh, well, before Messi got involved with him, because on his sober days, he can be very interesting on his history. He has got a good level of knowledge and history, and I do, believe it or not, I do like some. I like the conversation to be stimulating, not basic boring like Matty calling Tuesday. I see what you see you next Tuesday and stuff like that. There's nothing. She don't create nothing. She doesn't even create drama. She's even crap at creating drama. Oh, thank you, War Patty. It's nice to see everybody. I just needed to come and vent about how dangerous misinformation is. And, some people, like me, will not go the better route and say nothing. I will go to the front door if I could. Some people will go and do the exact same thing. And, an eye for an eye. Don't always say that's a good thing, but I don't always say it's a bad thing. I would never tell anybody not to do it. If you were a friend, I would, but if you chose not to and still went, then that's not on me. We all handle situations differently, and I just, it's going too far and it needs stopping. Any child or young person under 21 in your states, because obviously in some states you're not an adult till you're 21, you can't drink till you're 21, 18 in this country, you can't do anything, can't buy cigarettes if you don't look over 25, and can't buy alcohol if you don't look over 25. So we say young people over here. Exactly, seeing lies, exactly. I did well before Charlotte, like I said. But then obviously when he attacked Charlotte, you know, I'd stopped way before then. It was when Matty got involved and he started backstabbing all his subs, because on a good day, he must have been the easiest person in the world to sub for. But on a bad day, see, Lisa's a lot more tolerant than me. She will say time out. I say if you see one bad thing and it's hurting anybody in my uh on my channel at any time, then just boot them. I don't even want to give them a timeout. I'm not as nice as Lisa is there, but gymnastics. The thing is, it's because of care, and I think the problem is, I think a lot of us do care, and that can come in many forms. When things happen, and Tobo, please don't excuse me for just using you as an example if you're still listening. A lot of people didn't like Tobo, but you know what? It went too far when all her family got outed. Did I agree with some of the way how she went about things? Probably not, but you know what? What I do give the girls credit for is having the balls to saying, yeah, I did do it, and this is why I did it, and it's wrong, and kids should never be used, full stop. And kids shouldn't ever be used in an argument, whether in real life or on YouTube. And the trouble is, the more that other creators let other creators get away with things, then it's not going to stop. Like I said, you've only got to see that pervy Kev, you know, the perverted Mr. Ultimate Kevin, you know, hashtagging a 19-year-old having fun at a dance party or as a disco or a nightclub, as we call them over here, girl doing nothing wrong, but him and his dirty old perverted man ways or slash woman ways, because can't say that I don't know if the person's male or female. That's disgusting. And to hashtag every single one of Lisa's haters. So not only now has a pervert gone and passed a video along, which is predatory behaviour, number one on the Richter scale of being close to being a paedophile. Then you're distributing said video by tagging them. So then you're getting closer to even more than predatory. Predatory. Like I said, it just goes on and on and on. No, exactly, seeing lies. And well, you know, it's getting way out of control, and it's all till Craig to stand there and say, "I'm sorry, I like you, I like what you stand for, but if you're gonna go down there, you know, doxing children route, I can't be a part of that." And that is why I get so angry, and I don't call them by the name. As you know, you've forever seen me, child doxer 1, 2, and 3, and after tonight, because I've had my rant, I'll go back to calling them that, because they don't deserve to be called by the YouTube channel name or even the real name. They don't deserve that level of respect, because you've got no respect for anything. To go that gutty and to share any child's picture just so you can cause harm to parents is disgusting. Hi, Anne Marie. Sassy, like I said, she was having fun. She's a 19-year-old kid. There's no more or no less, and probably I did a lot more when I was at her age. I was quite, you know, she's quite tame compared to where I was. They're old and dumb prudes, sassy. They're dirty old men, creepy. Ultimate Kev is now creepy pervert Kev, because that's what they are. They're perverted. Just gonna have a sip of my juice, guys. It won't be a second. Oh, feels better. So no, you know, and I will stand up for it, whether it's Lisa, whether it's. Do you know what? As horrible as this is going to sound, even if, you know, meth head children were plastered around in groups, pictures of, I would still say, no, I'm sorry, it's wrong, get them off. Like I said, Lisa said it herself, Lisa's protected more of Matthew's children than she will ever have her own. Oh, Cupcake, I hope you're okay, lovely, but thank you. So, no, don't apologise for being late. You can always watch it back. I was only ranting anyway, Anne Marie. You know me, I was putting the worlds to rights. Just saying, you know, telling everybody what I think the dangers of misinformation is. Well, Anne Marie, I would say the same, but I can't anymore because, like I said, you just want, like I say, just nothing but a dirty old pervert who's got to pass his, you know, sick fantasy around. Oh no. Judges, like I said, he needs to go and ask his father or ask his wife. Actually, if he's got children, just think how we'd like it or she'd like it if some dirty old pervert went around showing them what their 19-year-old gets up to. Oh no. Yeah, okay, cupcakes. Exactly, gymnastic. I agree that we have got a lovely little community, but you know what? With all this hate fueled, even that's chipped in. Uh, Thank you, seeing lad. And you know what? It's been heartbreaking to see people that I actually thought I admired, and have gone and look. I'm not saying they've gone and supported, or they're actually modding, or they've just decided not to. I'm talking about the people who have decided not to come into the chat anymore and not speak to Lisa. And yeah, you might not agree with everything Lisa says or does, but you've not even come in and said, so sorry, I can't just pop in. I just see how you're, but I'm too busy making money. That where you help me to get. Like, there's a lot of little channels out there that Lisa's helped and got royally kicked in the teeth. Where are the others? Not one of them come in and say, hi, how are you? I've missed you. All this hate fuel crap that's gone around is just slightly chipping it, and we need to stand fast and say we're not allowing it to happen anymore. Exactly, same as it's the lack of intelligence, but mod chat. IT by me. Exactly, Jim. That's like I said. I mean, at least used to help them all, and do you know what? I love getting on Anne Marie's and speaking to it and having a laugh and a joke. She's got a little channel, and all the other little channels that have all been started up, and I've supported them all. And and do you know what really frustrates me? It's like not even saying thank you. It's like when people give all the money to shake the bushes, and I know some of it's done for a bit of fun, but they can't even frigging say thank you very much for a free membership. I lost my free membership because I'm having a bad time financially because of having to go to the hospital every day. But that's my business. But I was thankful that I got that, and just to say thank you meant the world to me. And people like Veronica and all them dips that got free memberships can't even say thank you. I totally agree, Anne Marie, and your son's a good looking lad, let me tell you, at 20. It pisses me off. Like I said, nothing but dirty old pervert. He's got nothing else better to do than go around showing, pictures of a 19-year-old, you know, and then just pass around like a piece of raw meat saying, "Ew, look at her, look at how she dances." Because that's how they've made it look like she's a piece of raw meat. Let's just pass her around so we all can have a laugh, and then we can all play on our next exclusive live. Let's piss Lisa off. Disgusting. So I was just checking the time because I can't remember if Charlotte goes live at some point. I don't want to over encroach anybody's time, especially when I know it's their income. Anne Marie, I have, and that well, I was gonna come on actually on Thursday, round about 9 o'clock. I thought I'd do one a week or maybe do two a week, but that's why I said the dangers of the misinformation that's brought it to the point where baby bot could have got hurt, or now they ain't passing around like a piece of meat. And then you've got that Paige Noel that's going around not only digging information on them to diseased children, name dropping, going to find them, and then you're going to contact the mother and say, well, Oh, were you the mother who had 2 children all alive? Well, because it was an eviction party, it was their own fault, so they got unalive for nothing. Can you imagine that pain that parents go through? No, not just one child. They didn't just lose one child like I did, they lost two. I tell you, she'd be lucky if she got up again after I'd finished with her. Let me tell you. And I've said it and I'll say it again in case she's on catch up or whatever, or somebody shares it. Paige Noel, you keep Baby Bot's name out of your mouth. You stop looking for children that are deceased. They are nothing to do with you. They are nothing to do with Lisa. It's Mr. Bot's estranged family. Leave it be. If you don't, I will, in my power, legally and financially, help Lisa to shut you the fuck up. Go and ask your mother what she'd feel like talking about the information you've been spreading, all your vile shit about children, deceased children, and then come back to me and tell me. And if you're a mother, you're disgusting. You don't deserve being a mother if that's the case, talking about children like that. How fucking dare you? You've got no idea what pain a mother goes through. None whatsoever. And to say that deserved it and they brought it on themselves, want anger and shame. And anybody, same as you, Mr. fucking, I can't even think of the right nice word for you, pervert Kevin, any of you, talk about children. You're just disgusting. Just I don't want a part of you. And to make money off deceased children is disgusting in any way, shape, or form. Abomination. If you've got any art left in you, and I very much doubt, get that fucking video back from off a paywall and fucking delete it. You child doxing bitch. I feel embarrassing now. Exactly, tea by me and Shin's piece of meat, but by him, that dirty, perverted twat, the ultimate Kevin. Did you see all the tags he put on that post? He tagged every single person that has had got a hate for Lisa for. So yeah, they are trashing her around like she's a piece of meat, to see so they can pervert over her because she's just dancing a certain way. Wants to grow the fuck up. They are sickos, Warpath. They are. And this is why I just don't understand why nobody has got the balls. And I'm not talking about Lisa now. Lisa can't for legal reasons, and I fully understand, and that was why I got so mad that I thought, no, I was already going to talk about the dangers of misinformation anyway, but obviously on a lot, I wouldn't say a lighter note, but not being as so heavy with the situation at the moment, because this was my perfect example. All that misinformation started from Methy. Methy started this shit show with them children, nobody else. That Paige Noel was fucking dragged by her arse just to say because people knew that they didn't like Lisa, so we'll just drag her in from out the bushes to come and give us some help because we haven't got the balls to do it to Metty herself. Yeah, Metty hasn't got the balls to do it to Lisa herself. Let's go and drag some, shit show friends who have got no ethics. They've got nothing to, they don't care about kids, they don't care about people, they don't care about nobody but themselves, and just drag people in like, well, I'm fucking dragging them out because they're not doing it anymore. I've had enough. That, like I said, it's been a touchy subject with Captain Corey passing away on Sunday. Bless his little heart. It's a lovely, beautiful lad who deserved to live, and to watch Pixie's mother go through this pain. It's fucking disgusting. And I, as a mother who's been there, can't take that pain away. And Paige Noel, you want to think about that when you next bring up or drag up deceased children. I know, let's just name drop the first name. I'm not doxing him, but I'll just go to the first name. Then what you going to do? Knock on the door. What are you going to do? if I find out who them parents are and give them all your information, where you live, what you're doing, what you've been spewing out your vile mouth, what are you going to say? Oh, they were at a party they shouldn't be at, so they deserve being KILLED. Go to fuck. Oh, like I said, sorry, Anne-Marie, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know. I knew they tagged everyone, but didn't know they made a video about you. But again, that's just because of yeah, you were telling Matthew to come view. Again, it's all to protect that sick bitch. Well, that she's fucked. She every time Matthew opens her mouth, she lies. So I don't know how they're even bothering. Oh God, you're feeling better, Gymnast. Oh dear. Exactly, leave baby bot alone. He does need castration, seeing life, dirty old pervert. Where I live, people like that, they'd be throwing bricks at his window and throwing and writing pedo on his doors. Dirty old men, you know, bloody passing a bloody video around like that. Sick. Kevin's person who made the video of baby bot and me. Well, we've all got to start reporting when things are really bad. Mass reporting doesn't work, but if you see that video, message your friends just saying, can you please do me a favour and report this? And we just need to get the content down. And then somebody needs the balls like I've done and to shout out for what they are, because that's what they are. And if anybody disagrees with me, I will listen to I'll listen to what you've got to say. I'm not going to say I agree with you, but, all opinions are welcome here. If anybody's disagreed with anything I've got to say tonight, then by all means, ask away. Well, T by me. Well, I'm not convinced either, and that's why I've said he's a dirty old man slash woman. But being a dirty old woman sounds even more perverse than a dirty old man. Because why would a woman want to be perverting on and oh no, see the mind just goes to places where it shouldn't go. It's disgusting. So because I can't back that one up 100%, he's a dirty old man, stroke woman. If perverts goes for either. But no, it just needs to stop. It all needs just to stop. We just all need to make people aware of it. And, if you see them in chat, just tell them straight. That's what I do with Child Doxer 1, 2, and 3, and I don't care who it offends. That's how I feel, because that's what they are. The child doxers, and Anne-Marie, I would too, but the trouble is it needs to be done legally, and at the end of the day, I'll release myself financially. I don't care whatever else you need, but it needs to be dealt with because it's disgusting, because it's perverse to keep banding around children's pictures. It's disgusting. It's predatory behaviour and it needs stopping. Exactly. Tea by me, it's best to wear on caution, isn't it? So I totally agree. But yeah, they are sick, whoever it is. And it's just like, oh, look at me, look what I've got, look what I've got. Oh, I'm tagging all of you, and come and give me the praise, come and give me the pat on the back. What a good little boy, man, woman I am. Finding this, give me a break. Sicko. I know. They come on, they know it isn't good enough. They know it's not funny. They know exactly why they're doing it. They're doing it to hurt people. So they don't, nobody tell me they don't know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. But being on the internet, Anne-Marie, there's no consequences. You can be whoever you want to be. You can make up your own persona. I could be a 21-year-old, no children, multimillionaire, got a most fantastic job. You know what I mean? And be who I want to be. That was what the internet was designed for. Chat rooms were designed for, not real people. They were designed for you can be whoever you want to be. You can have as much anonymity as you want. I'll let them make a clip channel. I don't care. I just like, to be fair, I think you've only got to look at Matty. I'd rather you be you and Marie with your lovely hair and your lovely little lives than looking the way she did on that last Sunday. Because trust me, anybody looking like her, she's looking more like a man. She looks like she's been working out that much or taking bloody hormone replacement therapy or bloody steroids, but she looks that bloody jacked up like a man. She's got no breath. She's got no woman about her. She looked like a sympathetic little boy on Sunday. But that's just my opinion. Exactly, and she'll keep coming on. And because everybody in the entire godforsaken world is wrong. She's the only one that's right. She doesn't like. She was didn't like the word no as a kid growing up, and it's just grown from there. Probably, Anne-Marie. Probably, but again, excuse me. Just need to report it. That's what I've been doing. I've been going through Twitter, and I just keep reporting. And I'm not talking about stupid, childish stuff now. I'm talking about dangerous stuff like passing her around like she's a piece of meat, just so the perverts can hate on bot, because that's all they are looking at that video. Sick perverts. Because some people like have got children and they want to make goddamn sure that nobody gets videos of their kids, and then they won't be crying, will they? They won't be laughing then, will they? About baby bot or all the pain and the suffering. Then they'll be crying, boo hoo, you've done this, boo hoo, you've done that. Well, again, I wouldn't even. So why hasn't she created another channel? And I wouldn't be in Flame. Why would anybody go and watch Flame? How can anybody even trust Flame? Nobody can trust that woman. She doesn't even know if she's on this earth or the next. She doesn't even know if she loves you one day or she hates you the other. She can get up in the morning and be nice to you, and then in the afternoon she can be backstabbing you. And she's built up another page, and oh no, like I said, anybody can even have a conversation with that woman is beyond me. And all she does is child doxy. She was another one, child doxy. Matty gave me the pictures. It's not my fault. I didn't show him. He fucking did. And Jody also both children, you prick. I'll take that back. Prick's useful and she isn't. Oh, Anne-Marie, like, people like her will always look with their common will eat it stick. Look, it's like with Matty. We've only had to sit back and wait for her fuck it up herself. She outed herself. And Flame is the same. She can't help herself. Or she does. Someone was just in Charlotte's and Doxy and JJJ. See why? Why, Doxy? At the end of the day, what's it got to do? Apart from tell the truth? but it'll get him nowhere, because the thing is, JJJ generally doesn't care. She doesn't care. You can't get at her like that anymore. She's not stupid enough, you know. Look, you've got to think about everybody gets to know. Sorry if it's gone a bit noisy in here, but I've just had to put my fan on if it's a bit loud, let me know. We've all got triggers. We all know what hurts us. You know, I'm a mother, so obviously parents would be my children would be my trigger. You know, everybody's got a trigger and everybody just knows how to hit them. But the trouble is, the more you've hit Jen with them, she just hardens up, so it's just getting harder and harder and harder to get at it. And you know as well as I do, come tomorrow, Jen will have a say anyway. Well, that's how she should be doing it. See, well, that's how she should be doing it. Charlotte should be doing that and blocking him. Me sometimes, as much as sometimes I like watching Charlotte, I do think she sits on the fence a lot. But that's just me. That's only my personal opinion. It's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. But, you know, but that's how it should be. They should be just blocked and booted. She does, but she still lets people get to her, though. She by me. And she's got to learn to harden up. Because at the end of the day, you just, you know, how they see you, you're just a name in the end of a TV screen, a phone screen. You're just a name, you're nothing, you're an amoeba. That's why they can say what they do, because it doesn't hurt them. You know, but like I said, they're not, you know, Jen's too smart to get put by young cubs, you know, so on their own head beat is what I say with that one, because, you know, for a fact, it won't just be JJJ, they'll be taking it up with it, it'll be the others as well. Well, it's 10:30, everybody. What do you think then about misinformation? Do you agree with stuff I've said, or do you disagree, or is there anything we haven't talked about that we think we should talk about? Or is everybody ready to, you know, it's 10:30 here. I mean, everything's okay in my end, but, you know, what do you guys want to do? Didn't know Charlotte was on, so maybe I should shut it down and let. If you want to go over to watch Charlotte, I don't mind. Anne Marie, listen, you wouldn't be human if you number one didn't let it get to you. It gets to me. Like I said in the beginning of this live, hire another mom. Um, how can I say it? You know, they will get in your head. The thing is, it's getting at your triggers. And like I said, you've just got it, you know, and two people triggered me, as you've heard me rant and rave about tonight, and the dangers of misinformation and stuff. But the thing is, you've just got to harden up and not like, number one, think to yourself, what can you do to help that person? Obviously, that if like we don't live that close, there's not a great deal we can do, but we can report the pages. We can be from there personally. We can be from them, give advice, etc. I personally think we shouldn't skip around a tragic either. Lots don't want to mention her, but she's culpable as bombshell as the rest now. Personally, sidebar, I don't disagree with you, but I think because Tragic made a point of staying out of it, I just think Tragic should be left alone. If Tragic wants to get dragged into that stuff, then that'll be on her head beat, you know. I've got no ill wish towards it. I will say, I'll be honest, I have stopped watching it because it did upset me a little bit. As is a few other members, it's not just Tragic. There's been a few other members like that, Becca, like that snotty bird. Anybody that Lisa has helped all these channels to get monetized, and you know, it's not a case of we're asking you not to talk to people, but what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And again, I can sort of agree with Tragic. She's lost her son, so I can understand how that subject was triggering to her about when all the stuff came out about Lisa's child, Lisa's husband's family's children that were deceased. So I can understand her wanting to stay away from that, because that Paige Noel triggered the fuck out of me last night, and I don't mind admitting it, but you know, no, it's no problem, more Pat. So I personally don't watch her anymore, you know, but it doesn't mean I harm any harm to it. So I'm not pussyfooting about it. I just choose not to listen to go and watch it, because disappointed, I suppose, is a better word than sounding harsh. I don't know. Like a few other people that have disappointed me, that have not even come back and said, "Hi, how are you? I know I've got my own channel, but I love and miss you guys. I love the people in here, and I wish we could, you know, I wish I could make a live or whatever." But they don't do that. They don't even say thank you for the help that they got. And again, I'm really, it's everybody's choice, isn't it? Everybody's choice. And, you know, it is hard when somebody feels so strongly about something, and somebody probably sits there and think, well, me, okay, perfect example where what I mean, right? I'm very passionate about how hurt Mr. Bot's family's children are that have passed away. I can imagine how much hate and pain they're going through if they ever knew this stuff was going on. People to try and dig out about where they were buried, about what they died of. I want the newspaper clippings. I want this. I want that. I want the other. So I can understand the hate and the pain any parent would actually go through. But then you've got somebody else that thinks, you know, I don't care. It's nothing to do with me. Just a bit of fun. Just want to hit it. I'm going to hit away to it. I'm going to hit away to it using a case, a cancer patient, Mr. Bot's family history, not his. There's nothing to do with all for a source of fun, you know. Anne Marie, and so she's lost her son. She's been more empathetic towards children. I'm just want to say, hey, sidebar. I agree. Totally agree that she should be, and I don't actually know what actual reasonings were, and I didn't feel like it was my place. No problem, Jetty, no problem. I totally agree with you, and I just think I think it's awful what she's done to Lisa, but I'm not saying that it's a reason. I'm just saying I do feel more empathy for it. I just know, look, I was stupid enough to be more empathetic to Lisa C, and look where that got me. You know, I just thought, you know, I fully empathized with it and knew exactly what she was feeling and why she was feeling, why she was feeling, and could understand it. And you know, but well, got my head bitten off, and I was a horrible person, and she hated Lisa, and she went running to bomb, and then she was going to bring Lisa's channel down, bloody fucking blah, and it's like, wow, You know, how hateful can you be? You need to go back to church, love. That's all I've got to say about that one. But no, I do agree with you. I do agree. I'm just saying I thought that was the reason why in the beginning she stayed away. I could be wrong, sidebar, because I actually don't know why she chose to not come and be, coming to see us on Lisa's live. I don't know. I've never actually asked it. I just didn't like the whole Bomb Nation with using the homeless subject as a way to try to get one up on Lisa. No, I'm sorry if Tragic don't like that, but that's how I saw it. And it's my opinion, if totally agree with you, Anne Marie. I can't argue with you. So, I hope that makes sense, but I'm actually getting tired. It's 20 to 11, nearly 2 hours, guys. Whoop whoop. But yeah, I'm not very good sometimes of explaining how I feel. But at least it's easier with chat and not text, because I do get my fingers tangled up. It's like, ooh, you want to say something, but you just don't know how to say it. But yeah, but no, it's like I said though, but everything, all this crap, all stems from Michelle. And this is what them lot don't see. She has picked and picked and picked at various people at various groups, got them all falling out, and she's the one sitting there. I love you too, Anne Marie. Thank you, gymnast. But yeah, so you can't. So yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But I just think, oh, how's my mum doing? Not well. They've been playing a waiting game this week. She's still on antibiotics, and to be fair, she's no different. There's no change. We had a bit of a scare on Sunday. I had to go running up there. But it's just waiting for the inevitable. The Douglas Macmillan Admiral nurse has got COVID, so she can't come and see it till Thursday this week anyway. I have got Douglas Macmillan on call if needed. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't think the antibiotics are working. She's basically stopped feeding herself now, stopped drinking, and it's just if she takes another nosedive, that's when they'll start active end of life care. But it is what it is. Like I say, it's sometimes, most of the time, I used to love going on Lisa's, and it was, an escapism for me. No, don't be sorry, Anne Marie. It's just Alzheimer's dementia. It's the most vile thing you'd ever have to watch anybody going through. You know, but you just have to keep going, don't you? There's nothing you can do. You know, she's 84, so, she's a good age, bless her. It's horrible. She forgot who I was not long after my dad passed away, so that was really hard. But even harder to watch her not even recognise that she was married, she had children, nothing. It's just all gone. Yeah, it's not nice, Anne Marie. Again, I wouldn't wish that on my own worst enemy at all. But yeah, this was You Choose Me escapism, so. But when it affects me and triggers me, I think, oh yeah, stay away. I stay away. I watch a few videos I want to catch up on and stuff, and that, and brings me back down. Thank you. It's all gymnastics. It's heartbreaking. Like I said, I wouldn't watch my own worst enemy go through it, and probably some sad twat out there will use it, thinking it hurts me, but it won't, because at the end of the day, nobody can take my memories away. Losing hers is one thing, but you can't take my memories. And anything anybody says to me, you don't know me, so, You've got no right to make a comment on me, really. And, you know, it's like, that's why I understand how Lisa can get so angry sometimes. And it's easier said than done when we can sit there and say, please don't respond. It's what they want. You know, you've been told this, you've been told that. And it's like, but it's easier said than done. When you're chipping away at people, it's not funny. And until one day, somebody, one of them, is going to drive her to A, doing something silly, or B, make her husband so ill, or C, you know, I dread to think, and then they're going to have to sit there and answer for it because, you know, enough's enough. It's got to stop now. Yeah, well, we just have to ignore him, Anne-Marie, and I know it's hard, and you know what? That's why your little channel's good. If you want to rant and rave, go on there and live and do it. Don't need to. Oh, I'm sorry, sidebar. To be fair, I was quite good because I had Dougie Matt with me. My sister passed away when she was 18, and that was, I'm going back 30 odd years ago. So yeah, I'm not a young bird. So we had Douglas Macmillan involved then with hospice care. Then when my dad passed away, we had hospice care again. And because I didn't know, when my dad died, they still looked after my mum. But because my mum's illness, they've got what's called animal nurses attached. There's two in where I live, attached to Douglas Macmillan in the area, and they deal with Alzheimer's dementia. They specialise in it, as well as the hospice care. So yeah, I class myself really lucky. They've been absolute godsend. I can ring her up and rant just as much as I've done here tonight for an hour straight, and she just listens. But yeah, it's not funny. To be fair, Jim, now she's got. My sister was 18 when she passed away, and I've still got my mother kept her original. I don't know if you know, we call it Tiny Tears, the doll over here. Uh, she had it for a second birthday. She had that and a pushchair. And my father and my sister left a pushchair out with the doll in it, and my dad didn't see it and run over it, and it knocked one of her eyes out. But my sister never parted with the doll. And funny enough, I only found it the other day, and I gave it to my mum, and she seemed to be happy with it. So, but I will get it replaced at some point because I think it'll be something nice for Gracie, me granddaughter. But yeah, it's funny you should say that. But yeah, they do help. Because that's what she's gone like. She's gone back to, like, I'd say, what, 11-year-old. She asks for permission to do things and asks where her mum and dad is, and it's quite upsetting, really. No, Anne-Marie, no problem. You go give him a hug. I'm only going to be on another 5 minutes anyway because it's 11:15 here. I want to get quite a drink and something to eat and that. So I think we will call it good night there. Thank you, everybody, for joining me, listening to me rant. I do hope, you know, I made some sense of the dangers of miscommunication. Please be kind to each other, be nice. If you see anybody, buy them a coffee, make somebody's day, do a nice thing for somebody. Exactly, sidebar. Exactly. Anne-Marie, just be. People used to say that. They'll say, come on, let's be good. And I went, I'll go. I'll be good at being bad. So you try that and you'll be, oh, Anne-Marie, I have. And then the next breath, you'll be all the see you next Tuesdays under the sun. Especially like Paige Noel, who's on my hit list at the moment, and Perverted Kev. But anyway, I hope everybody has a lovely late afternoon or an early evening or an even early morning. I'll see you all in Telegram. If not, I will see you if this goes live. You have a good night. Thank you, all my hosts, for being here and supporting me. Oh, no problem. Love you too, Boots, but you can replay. But I hope you all have a good night. And I'll see you soon. And if you've got any ideas for the next topic of conversation, by all means, if you're in Telegram, shoot them over and we'll have a see. And we'll start trying to sort something and doing it on a more regular basis, like a regular night or something. So, but on Boots, I'm glad. I hope you're feeling better. I did at the beginning ask everybody to keep sending your healing prayers with everybody else for the farm and PBL. I know she hasn't been very well. So yeah, see you on the next one, everybody. Good night.